10th class, class 10, CBSE, or state. So we have totally 4 lessons are there in 10th class, class 10 CBSE or state in chemistry part. So what are that 4 lessons? First one is chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations. So from this lesson, sure important 8-mark questions. 2 are there. They are expected questions. One is explain types of reactions. Explain types of reactions with examples. Next, second question. Surely they are giving 4 balancing equations. Okay, and we need to balance. Each one carries 2 marks. Totally 8 marks will get balancing equations. Balancing equations. And third one, explain following terms. Explain following terms. First one is oxidation. Second one is reduction. Third one is corrosion. Fourth one is rancidity. So from the first lesson, chemical reactions and equations, these are the expecting 8-mark questions. One is explain the types of reaction with examples, 8-mark question. So combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, oxidation, reduction. So this is one 8-mark question, short question. And balancing equations, they are giving 4 unbalanced equation we need to balance. So this is also expecting 8-mark question. And explain the following terms: oxidation, reduction, corrosion, rancidity. Definition with one example. Each one carry 2 marks, 4 to 8 marks. So these are the 3 questions, 3 8-mark questions from the lesson chemical reactions and equations. And let us go for a second lesson, that is acids, bases and salts. Acids, bases and salts. This is the second lesson in the chemistry part, acids, bases and salts. From this lesson, expecting 8-mark questions are: first one, reaction of acids with metals. Reaction of acids with metals. This is one question. And second question, reaction of acids with carbonates. This only called as metal carbonates and bicarbonates, metal hydrogen carbonates. One more important 8-mark question from this acid, base and salts, that is water of crystallization activity. Water of crystallization activity. And next, last question, last 8-mark question, electrical conduction of acids with water. Okay, so from acids, base and salts, so these are the 4 important 8-mark questions. Totally here from chemical reactions and equations, we have 3 questions, And from acids, bases and salts, we have these 4 questions. Let us see for another 2 lessons are there. Those are metals and non-metals and carbons, compounds. Let us see what are the important questions from metals and non-metals and carbon and its compounds. Next, third lesson, that is metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. So what are the 8-mark questions from this lesson? 8-mark questions from this lesson. First one is define corrosion. Define corrosion. Prove with one activity. Prove with one activity. Prove with one activity. Define corrosion and prove with one activity. This question only how they are asking? No. Prove air and moisture. Air and moisture are essential for rusting. So like this also they will ask the question. Define corrosion or prove with one activity. Otherwise, prove air and moisture are essential for rusting or corrosion. Sure, 8-mark question from metals and non-metals. And second question, that is reaction of metals with salt solution of other metals. 8-mark question. And reaction of metals with water. So these are the 3 questions from metals and non-metals. First one is define corrosion, prove with an activity of corrosion. Otherwise, prove air and moisture are essential for rusting or corrosion. This is the one question, 8 marks. And reaction of metals with the salt solution of other metals. Okay, so means this is displacement reaction if you observe. And third one is reaction of metals with water. Nothing but steam they are asking. They are asking this question for 8 and 4 mark also, 4 mark diagram also they are asking. So these are the 3 questions from metals and non-metals. And fourth lesson, that is carbon and its compounds. Carbon and its compounds. Okay, the fourth lesson, that is carbon and its compounds. First one, define soap. Define soap. And explain cleaning action of soap. Define soap and explain cleaning action of soap. Very, very important question. So many times they are given. Okay. Second one, functional group table is there, no? That one. Functional group table means we have 4 functional groups that are mentioned. One is alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, okay, carboxylic acid. So they are giving information in table. So they will miss some information. We have to complete the full table. Not only functional group, and the table also they are asking, that is hydrocarbons table. Hydrocarbons table means alkanes table also they are asking. And third one, differences between ethanol and ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Differences between ethanol and ethanoic acid. Last question, that is preparation of ester. Preparation of ester activity. So these are the questions. Most probably they are asking from carbonates compounds. So from carbonates compounds we have 4 8-mark questions. 4 8-mark questions are there. Surely from these only in 2026 CBSE or state class 10th, these only maximum they are giving for 8 marks, and from these only they are covering for 4 mark also. So for carbonates compounds, first lesson chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations. Chemical reactions and equations. So totally I said 3 8-mark questions. 3 questions, 8-mark questions. And acids, bases and salts. From this I said 8-mark questions, 4 8-mark questions. So from chemical reactions and equations, 3 8-mark questions. From acid, base and salts, 4 8-mark questions. 3 plus 4, 7, and here 3. 7 plus 3, 10, and these are the 4 total. How many 8-mark questions? Okay, 14 questions. From these 14 questions, surely we'll get